Well, hey everybody, how you all doing? Whittler Dave here. Let's see what time it is. It's almost noon, so, good afternoon. I'm usually doing these in the morning, but Lord have mercy, I've been, hang on folks, I've been so busy today. So busy. Trying to get all this Christmas and carving and painting and doing a thing for a customer and all that, and just making, and whoo, I don't know if I'm coming or going. You know what I'm saying? I just don't. Lord have mercy. Got something, folks. One of my, see right here? One of my little shelf setters. Was going to make ornaments out of it, but they sit on the shelf good. A little snowman, here's a one I was carving yesterday, eating some pizza with Brian. We went out and got pizza yesterday. Another one right there. And then here's a larger one. Just shelf setters. Snowmen. I love snowmen. And then here's that cowboy snowman. I told you I had to add something else to it. Well, there you go. You got a cacti. Yippee-yi-yay! Yeah, did that one. And I've just carved another one, and I got the cacti all carved. Got the base and everything. So all this has got to get together. My Lord. And then this is me at, I don't know, after 10 o'clock last night. I had an old drawing of half of him, and I never did finish it. I was going through some of my patterns, and then I seen him, and then he screamed at me, and it's like, okay, stop screaming. I'll finish drawing you. So when you see it, folks, just draw that one, okay? And then I finished the drawing about 3 o'clock this morning. Started it last night and finished it about 3 o'clock, and, that's my brain on steroids. I don't sleep. So there he is. I haven't got the eyes. I'm not for sure how I'm going to do the eyes. It hasn't talked to me. And he's just going to sit on a board. He's just got his legs displayed out. He's like, whoo, I'm tired. I've been crawling down chimneys. I'm wore out carrying toys. Yes, I am. Let me get you down here. You don't want to look at the old man. Come on, come on. Anywho, So, let's just set some lines. I've got mice to carve. Oh, hang on. Look at them. Look at the little gnomes. Just simple little gnomes. That's all these are. These were that whittling project. Just simple. Nothing perfect. You don't want it perfect. Just sprayed them. Let me show you the little red hat one. Just simple. Save your scrap. Whittle. That's all you got to do. They just, look at these. These are all little chunks of wood. They're little gnomes. That's how they start. Just little chunks, different sizes. Doesn't matter. Okay. Anywho, so yeah, I'm going to be making some more of them. Well, let's see here. Where should we start, folks? Well, here's the brim. So, yippee-yi-yay, let's just cut her here. Get a little swiggle-diggle there, and a little swiggle-diggle there, and, a little swiggle-diggle there. I did draw these lines in to show you kind of what my idea is. I normally don't draw lines in right there because all you're going to do is carve them away, but I wanted to show you what the idea is. Can you see, folks? Let's see here. Let's get you down a smidge more. How's that look? I don't know when I draw this, but it was an old drawing. I probably drawed half of this about 2 or 3 years ago. And I just drawed half of it, just on a half piece of paper. And then I was going through some patterns last night, and I seen him sitting there, and I put him back in the pattern pile, and then he's like, hey, you drawed me a long time ago. I think it's time for you to finish it and, show me some love. and get me carved. So I'm like, okay, don't scream at me. I'm sorry. I'm an old man. I'm sorry. Apologize. I'm sorry. So I walked in the kitchen and laid it on the counter and got me a piece of another tracing paper out and just started drawing and erased and drawed and erased and drawed. And he's like, hey, can you make up your mind? Hurry up. I'm like, hey, don't holler at it, old man. I'll get you drawed. Just give an old man a break now. I told you I was a crazy old carver. I am. I'm just a crazy old carver. Yep. So it's gonna be kind of a messed up week for me. My buddy's coming in from I think around Tupelo, Mississippi, or Tupelo, something like that. I cannot remember where it's at. But anywho, he's got a rental house over by me, and hell, I'm gonna frame one more time. He's gonna help. We're gonna call ourselves Old Man Construction. But I just got the lumber all dropped over here and stuff, and I'm going to I got to frame. I got to tear out a wall, take out a window. We're going to fill a part of the porch in. We're going to extend the front of the house out so they can have a bigger kitchen. They got a few kids, and they're really good people. They pay their rent on time. So I'm going to do a little love on the house and this and that. Like I told him, I don't frame like I used to. I'm really slow and old. And I gotta watch how I work and stuff, because I just had that surgery. So, but you do what you gotta do. And I have ability of building. I've built all my life. So guess what? I really don't enjoy framing like I did. I guess because of my health problems and stuff. But, he needs some help. He's an older man too. And we're friends. And I help my friends. So, Old Man's Construction, how can I help you? It's going to be easy. 3 walls and a window and a door. That's nothing. I don't have to move no electric, because I do electric too. So I don't have to move no electric, no HVC, nothing like that. So it's going to be relatively a simple, throw up a couple walls and sheet it with some what we call T111 and put some insulation inside. And I'm not for sure how. I told him, I would just panel the inside to get it done. I'm not going to hang drywall no more. Lord, no. If you wanted a drywall, you better hire somebody. I hung my drywall years ago, and a lot of it. And no, I am not hanging drywall again. I couldn't do it. My back and my legs wouldn't last. Not at all. So, paneling, some kind of really nice paneling, just, covered up, and there you be. But no drywall with me. You want a drywall, you're going to have to hire a drywall person, because my drywall days are over. I can show you how to hang it. I can show you how to finish it. I can show you how to do all kinds of tricks with it. But, you're setting that hat. But actually doing the drywall and hanging it over my head and this and that, nope, it's not going to happen. It's not. I told you, every house I ever remodeled for myself, I hung all the drywall, and I hung drywall all over the United States, and been everywhere, hung it. Nope. Framing's not bad. It's with 2 people building 2 reasonable walls, 8-foot wall, or actually probably 7 something, 7.5, something like that. I'm not for sure. I haven't measured. All I did was go over there a few weeks ago and measured up and got what we needed. You know, gave him a rough idea in lumber, and he had it dropped off this morning. So I'm ready, or partly ready. Going to be drinking a lot of coffee that next few days. So I thought I'd just get on here and go ahead and do a video because, you know, I didn't want you to think I fell off the earth. Nothing like that. And to tell you what, I think it was 1.13, something like that, in subscribers. Mercy, I thank you all. Woo! We are building this channel. Without you folks, I wouldn't be anywhere. So it's a thanks to you folks who have subscribed, pushed the notification button, and shared and give me wonderful comments and asked me different stuff. And I deeply appreciate this. You know, I wanted this so bad. Now I wake up thinking about YouTube and waking up, you know, talking to you folks and enjoy this. I mean, beyond enjoy this. And I wouldn't be this far along if I didn't have you. And I can't take all the credit. Nope. It's you folks. You get all the credit. You know, 100%. I'm very, very truthful about that. Okay. See? Just roughing the hat in. That's all we're doing. A hatty ho. Now we're just cutting this rest of this brim. I don't know about the eyes, Lord. I don't know if I mean, there's so many ways I could tuck the eyes and where you don't really have eyes, and I could do a cartoon eye. I don't know. You know, I just don't know. I could just dot the thing and say, there's its eyeball. You know, it's mine. You know, I don't know what to do yet. You know? So, you know, try to get this face carved right here just a little bit. And this is just a cartoon drawing. There's no right, no wrong. No, it's not. But I am going to carve some more of them little gnomes. They're just fun. You know, I got a whole pile of scrap wood in these buckets back here. You know, my scroll saw sets by my bandsaw sets by my scroll saw. And it works because you can jump back and you can just turn right around and get on the scroll saw and get on the bandsaw, and it works. It does. All right. I need to get this brim set. We want to make sure we know where our brim is and all that. Yeah, he is going to be totally cool. I was wrapping ornaments last night, putting them in totes for this mountain show. And actually, I just don't feel like I made enough. And I have been, you know, making, you know. And I'm probably going to run out again like I did last year. The third week in this show, I started running out. I came down and got spraying stuff and brought it up on the mountain, and I sold it. People were buying spraying stuff for Christmas. Like, well, that's cool. You know, I can handle that. So I'll probably end up doing that again this year. 2 years ago, I sold one of my big tikis up there. And I sold the dragon with the Celtic cross up there. Because like I said, I'm a mythological carver. I love mythological carving. So, you know, I sold one of those and everything. So, may have to bring some of my tikis back up there. That's my, I am going to do a video of me carving tikis and everything. And I got to get that video out with that maple leaf. I told my wife when she gets back, she's had to go back home where we were originally from. And I told my wife when she gets back, we got to do these videos. Because, you know, the ones I want to do is, I can't just worry about the camera. Somebody's got to be walking around filming me while I just work. Especially when I'm swinging a hatchet and ads and stuff like that. I don't need to be worried about anything else but my hands and what I'm doing. Nope. Set this line down a little deeper. Yep. Yeah, like I said, little piece of sandpaper. Let's see what it is. Traffic was backed up all the way to Cherokee, North Carolina yesterday. Everybody's trying to get into the park, see Kleeman's Dome and see the trees. And I tell you, the trees ain't really gotten pretty this year yet. They haven't really turned that many collars, you know, and they're still hanging on. So they're really not, you know, not the prettiest. It was backed all the way to Cherokee, North Carolina. And Cherokee, North Carolina is about an hour's drive from Gatlinburg, Tennessee. Depends on traffic. Like I was telling the guy the other day, I said, if you want to go into the park, you and your wife, and see some things, get up early and drive to the park. Hang on, folks. Drive to the park before anybody else wants to go to the park. Get there about 6 o'clock in the morning, and you can get in. And then you can get back down. And then, of course, with all the hurricane stuff that we've had here, you know, the hurricane flood and everything in western North Carolina, it's really got stuff messed up. It does. It's just really got things really not that great. You know? See the hat? I had to redraw the nose and the mustache. And he's just these little weird cheekies, you know. It's just a cartoon thing. He's going to have some big old cheeks, you know, something, I don't know yet. He may just come around like this, you know, just add some hair right here. Probably do that. It looks better. You know, these are just, you just carve and don't worry about it. Yeah, that's what you do with these. Yeah, let's just do it that way. Yeah. Even though I drawed it, things will change. Yep. But all we're doing right now is, like I said, we're just setting lines. I never carved this before, so there's a learning curve here. And then if I do a second one, well, I already know what works and don't work. Or what looks good and what doesn't look good. It's a learning curve. Because I don't Google stuff and tell me, you know, I just carve and find out how to do it. You know? Getting more of this gentleman's stuff put together, getting ready to send him a box of love to get him back into carving since he went through the flood over there in North Carolina. I've got several things laid out right now. And I'm sending him several things. Got to get him carving again. Get your mind off of what you've been through. You and your wife, you can make some pretties for your wife. Christmas is coming, and maybe make some pretties for your grandkids and stuff like that. And just, you know, it unplugs you from the negative of life. That's what you've been through. And that's the whole thing of what I'm here for, is just try to help everybody. Right? Simple arm. We've just got it cut in. It's not right. It's not wrong. You know, it's just there. We're just profiling. Don't take off too much. Don't put the cart before the horse. On carving like this, like I said, I like for you to just set your lines. Take your time. And then go back and finish all the little details and doodads that you'd like to do. Yeah? That's all you gotta do. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And see, it talks to me, and, you know, I will, I drawed it, so if I don't like a line after I started carving, and I'm carving up to that line, I can change it instantly. Like I said, this has not been carved. I've never, ever carved this. I don't know why I drawed it a long time ago and why I stopped, but I did. I just stopped. It was just half. It was just half a pattern that I drawed, and I'm like, okay. So now I got to create the other side. Yay! This little eye knife here, I'm telling you, I'll be glad when he starts making knives again. I'm probably going to end up buying another one just like this, and I bet my wife would like to have one of these, because she, I've taught her to carve, so she would enjoy a knife like this, because I love this thing. And I've got all kinds of knives. Yeah. Setting lines, aren't we, folks? That's all we're doing. Setting lines. Very simple. Yes. My friend Phyllis made an amazing carving the other day out of cottonwood, and it was on my social network and stuff, and I loved it. I wish I had a way to show it to you folks. I mean, whoo! It was amazing. I mean, I loved it. She is a phenomenal artist, and she's like me. She gives more than she'll ever receive, and that's fine. That's fine. That dog leg there. Yep. This one, like I said, these are the old OCC tools. I've had these for years. If they could only talk, they would tell you a story, because they've been around the block a lot. Let's try to get you down here more. Try and do this filming. I look at other people's YouTube channels, and man, they're filming this spot on. And I just, they probably got somebody that walks around and leans in, and, they probably know how to do filters and, lighting, and, they know how to edit. That's the trick. They just know how to edit. And that's just something I don't know how to do. And I mean, I'm hoping, I can figure it out. My wife, she's been reading more about it, and it's just Greek to us. And just don't understand all that stuff. I gotta do a few things to my YouTube channel to make it grow even more. And I've been reading it and stuff, and I told my wife I need to find a 5-year-old and just tell him or her what I needed, and they would just, boom, it'd be done. It would be done, because they grew up with all this crazy stuff. You're looking at a farm kid. I know cows and chickens and isms and ain't yous and how y'all doings and stuff like that. I'm not a computer person. Not whatsoever. Alright. Set that jacket in. There's getting that little jacket in. And this is a simple carving. You get all your lines in, then you start adding the love to it, and you can see it. It's just so simple. You add a little love here, a little love there, you'll be all right. And see how I did that? When I drawed it, he's displayed out, so his coat is opened up a little bit. Instead of running straight down, I opened it up just a smidge of dewy. Yeah. And like I said, if you want to use a V-gouge on that, go for it. Don't ever say, well, Wheeler Dave don't use a V-gouge. No, Wheeler Dave does use a V-gouge occasionally. I told you I do. You know? And, you know, occasionally I do. There's nothing wrong with it. Okay? I prefer a knife because that's all I ever grew up with. You know? I learned, see how I use my hands, my thumb? See how I rock that right there? If this thumb falls off, I'm going to glue it back on. But, you know, I've learned to manipulate the knife. That's just it. Yeah, see? There's this little coat. Now all this will get carved, you know. Don't worry, folks. It's all going to get profiled and carved and, you know, what have yous and all that stuff. Little doodaddies and, you know, all that stuff. And you see, I wasn't afraid to get down in there deep either. You know? Nope. Don't be afraid. Cut that out. That's you gotta get some love there. Okay. We had thunderstorms last night. I didn't even know it was going to do that. And I was praying for no rain because, like I said, our friends in western North Carolina, Lord have mercy, they don't need any rain. They don't. They need sunshine and cupcakes over there because, you know, Chimney Rock and all the small towns over there are just destroyed. Asheville is in shambles and, you know, it's so saddening. I hate to see people, you know, like this, just hurting. It really, you know, I think it bothers me more as I get older. You know, I've always been a compassion about people's welfare, but as I get older, you know, I think it just really, really bothers me. It just, I don't know. Maybe I'm just getting soft in my old age. Yeah, there we go. This is going to go down low because his pants, you know, I'm going to taper that down like I want that coat to pop out. I want the sides of that coat to pop out. So lay that knife down, cut it out. Yep. See how I did that? Got more angels to cut out after a while. They're my primitive angels. And then more of these, you know, snowmen. Like I said, I cut these snowmans out. I don't paint them. I carve them. Just very simple snowmen. They're just flat. And then I put them in a bag and I sell them. And then that way children can be artists. You know, they paint them. They put them on their tree. They give them to their mom. They give them to their dad. They give them, you know, their grandma, their grandpa, whoever. They just give them. And then they can date them and set them on the tree. And let me grab a couple here. Oops, sorry about that, folks. I hit the camera. Whew, a big old foot. Apologize for that. Let's bring you back around here. But see, these are it. They're just simple. And I'll carve all these lines right here. And they'll be sanded. And I'll put a metal clasp right here so they can hang it. And then I put 2 in the bag. And they can become artists. Sell these very cheap. And you never know what door you open up. You know, you give them a helping hand. You know, it's not all about the money, folks. Remember that. You know, sell them really cheap. And then that way, they can, when they come up to my show up there on the mountain, and they see these, they sold out very fast last year, and they see these, and they like, wow, I can be like Whittler Dave, I can be an artist, and you know, that's how you start it, that's how you start the kitchen, you know, that's how you start the fire. Give them something where they can physically make their self. Like I said, it's not all about me. You know? So that's what I do. And in that way, they can be a little artist. And then you never know what door you open. You know? You never know what door you open. And you may have somebody that could, you know, you never know. They could contact me and say, hey, Whittler Dave, you know, I bought some of your snowmen back when I was a child. You know, and I loved it. You know, I'd like to either take a lesson or what have you. I don't know. You know, it can, just like I said, it can start the fire. Yes, it can. Alrighty. We were just profiling. That's all we're doing. I didn't mean to hit the thing a while ago, folks. I apologize. Well, we're into, you know, we're getting later and later, but this is me trying to sleep. You know, don't sleep. What is sleep? Just set your lines, take your time, drink some coffee, you know, make some things. Sit him back on the floor. Get you some scrap wood, maybe make you these little gnomes, you know, these little gnomey guys. They're very simple, you know. I like them. That's just whittling. You seen me whittle these the other day. But anywho, just get out there and whittle. Get out there and play, and you know, somebody challenge you something, make it. You know, anybody can do this. Anybody. But anywho, let's get you back up here. I would love to be able to talk to you all day, but that's not going to be able to happen because we wouldn't have enough film on this thing, or how this thing ever works. I don't know. But anywho, just want to say thank you all for likes, shares, and subscribe and notification. I appreciate that. You know, it's going up and up, and that's what we wanted. And this is a family channel, so put your kids in front of it. You know, let them see an old man carve, and let them see what his love is. So again, Whittler Dave says thank you. You all have a blessed day, and I will just talk to you later. Thank you.